Hey guys, this is going to be a pretty terrible part of the video because for the life of me, I cannot stay on this game long enough to record anything. Hold on, let me see if you can hear this. You hear that light buzzing? That's Baldi. That's Baldi in my computer. That's, for some reason, windowed Unity with this game is eating up so much of my power that it keeps shutting off. Look, I'm gonna close the game. The noise is gone. Literally the only other game that's ever managed to do this to me is Quake Champions with the new gore on. The one that adds like 500 different pieces to each character. Congratulations, Baldi. You are now requiring the same capacity as Quake Champion. Up there it goes. $50,000. Okay, so after whatever that was, there's nothing we can really do now with a gaming part. I mean, I guess if you can't play the game, it's an automatic 0, but this is obviously a problem just related to me because I just watched a whole bunch of other YouTubers do it. It's nothing special, really. Looking at footage, it's basically Slender. Baldi's supposed to emulate the 90s, not the 2009s, so we are just going to skip that part, and we are going to jump straight into ripping this Kickstarter apart. Going from Cringe Gaming to Cringe Game Development. We've basically gone from WWE to MMA in terms of how serious people should take us. Alright, this ought to be good. Alright, no more ad hominem. This is about projects here. Gotta get serious. This is serious.
Let me show you.
Ooh, I love this line right here. All assets shown subject to change. Essentially, if you're an aspiring dev and you're afraid someone's gonna poop their pants because of something they see in your demos, then you can say, every single asset is subject to change. That might not be there in the full version. However, all in lack of terminology is a pretty all-encompassing word, even down to the basic stuff like Baldi will no longer hold a ruler. It will instead be a computer vacuum. Lord knows he needs to give me one after what he's done to me.
But once you get a problem wrong, spooky things start happening.
And yeah, this has been my problem with Baldi as a whole. Oh, you go in thinking you're going to solve math problems, and then everything gets scary. I can assure you with 100% accuracy, Baldi fooled no one into thinking it wasn't a horror game. No one at all. And the lack of subtle writing didn't really help either. You can't just be a nervous wreck about this stuff and have to tell everyone just because you're too scared to be the next Doki Doki and get national attention for deceiving people. Subverting. You're either all in or you're all out.
I'm on the World Wide Web. That flips my hat backwards.
That man, just take my $50,000 already.
In order to make it the best game it can possibly be, want to start from scratch, make tons of improvements.
Oh, he is completely starting over. So it makes sense that he just... Why would you start over? We'll be completely honest here. Baldi wasn't great, but it's not something that you could just throw away like it never happened. It was something.
You can download the new camping field trip demo right now.
It's a little bit close for a 4K monitor. See that fire? My computer looked like. Thanks to your demo.
And you're probably wondering, will there be lore?
I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out of the way. This is my all-encompassing statement I gotta go ahead and get out here. Baldi's Basics does not have lore. It does not. Don't fool yourself into thinking it does. It doesn't. There is nothing lore-worthy about Baldi's Basics. But Laser Ink, do you remember when he added the extra endings that had another guy in a T-pose? Yeah, I do. That was one of the saddest story things I think I've ever seen in my life.
Just don't know. You probably know I'm not someone trapped inside the game. That would be ridiculous. No, I can't. I'm not. The game was kind of. I got really corrupted
I really hate that I have to say this, but at least Five Nights at Freddy's 1 had something going for it that you could find. Yeah, Scott just kind of dug the whole series into a hole after that, but the first one was not that bad in story-wise. That's not what's happening here. It was made in 2 weeks for a contest, it suddenly blew up, and now we can try and write our way into an even bigger scenario. You can't do that.
By backing this Kickstarter, you can get some great rewards. Everyone who backs will get their name in the credits. You can
Worthless.
also get digital copies of the game, digital bonus goodie
Kind of
packs,
worthless.
access to a Kickstarter exclusive
What's a
demo,
bonus
which will
goodie?
allow you to explore the randomly generated levels.
What is a bonus? I
And you
don't
can
know what
even
that
get
is.
the physical version of the game. It'll come in a classic quality big box in the yard
Ooh!
sales store.
Oh! 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 Alright, right now, let's just go ahead and take my money. Take it. Take it. Take it. I have no clue what the reward tier for this is. But if it's anything over 100, I will shit. I like how we're going back to the not real quality. Just trying to make sure, yeah, well, this isn't actually happening. We're just, not actually going to be the real thing. Not actually just gonna have a close-up of Baldi's face on the disc. I made Baldi. Give me $50,000.
I really do want to make Baldi's Basics the best game it can be.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
want to release a bunch of sequels or release it in parts or anything like that. I want to make one awesome
Ooh, wait a
game
second.
that takes the idea to
Wait a second. Was that like a little call out to like Five Nights at Freddy's and Bendy? It's like, I get like a very sneaking suspicion that's what it was. I don't want to release it in parts and say that's a full game, you know, like those cocksuckers do. Taking that at face value, I actually respect that. Just not wanting to nickel and dime everyone for several like episodes, because I'm very serious when I say that about Bendy. Cocksuckers.
If this Kickstarter is successful, I'll be able to go full-time into development on Baldi's Basics. If it fails, well...
No making a game in college in the hall.
As someone who himself is going to be in college in less than 1 month, it's not that hard to work around, in all honesty. Okay, maybe not full time is given to this game, but you got people that'll wait. I've seen fans for these things pop up. They're very loyal. And personally, as much as I wanted to, I'd be very surprised if Baldi just fades away over the course of like 1 year.
I hope you help me bring my horror, edutainment, parody, strategy, game type monstrosity to life.
It sounds very unsure. I think that's one of the biggest problems. It just sounds very unsure throughout bits and pieces of the important part of that video. So let's see. Here's the first thing we're gonna do. We're just gonna just go. I want to make Baldi's Basics in education and learning into a full game. There'll be tons of new features like randomly generated levels, new characters, field trips. None of these you've really given any examples for at all. I'm gonna make new characters. Like, what new characters? Okay, there we are. The disc is $50. $50 for Baldi's face. That's kind of reasonable if you get 2 copies of the game as well. Here we go again with the same points in the video. Multiple randomly generated levels. How are you gonna do that? Advanced level design. If I have the money, it'll be better. Random events. There's even a party event where an awesome item will spawn in a room. You're saying this like it already exists. I'm already containing a pretty high content of salt just from not being able to see the original demo. And now I'm hearing all these wondrous things that sound much better than the demo actually was. And I want to see that. And I can't see that. These are good ideas. From what I played of the original Baldi, these are good ideas for it. But really, that's all they are. You've got one neuron high-fiving another neuron, and no one else can see it. I'm a very big seeing is believing guy, which is probably why everything about this is a bit off. $1, you'll get your name in the credits. Who cares where my name is? In all honesty. Look, I can just put my name anywhere. Just like that. And it really doesn't mean anything, because I'm just gonna get IP banned from Wikipedia now. 15 will add a pack of digital what is a digital goodie? Are you going to be sending, like, Smarties to my house? If you really want to get some commentary about school systems, give people Smarties. Make Baldi gives you Smarties. $30 will give you a special demo access, which I don't know if I want to blow my computer up for $30. Lord, if this one shuts it off, who knows what Baldi could be capable of when demos start coming out. And here's some more stock art for the game that he just kind of found on Google Images and was able to use as an example.
It's not final, guys, really. I'll make it better.
$99 will get you the limited edition Baldi's Basics. You gotta pay $200 for the Baldi's Basics Special Edition by 13-inch statue of Baldi. Lastly, $500 will have all prior rewards, excluding the limited edition box. You listen here, if anyone gives you $500 for Baldi, you give them the box. Yeah, $99 exactly will give you the original box art, but $500? No, you're just trying to impress me now. You don't get it. Here we are, risks and challenges. If I've learned anything from Kickstarters, is that these are always the hardest to fill out for some people, for some reason. People don't like talking about their shortcomings for some reason, but I never really had a problem with it. Look, watch this. I'm a retard. See? Easy. I've already taken preparatory steps for this. I've set up an LLC, talk with lawyers and an accountant. You did not. Okay, I've seen people try to do this before. You did not set up an LLC. Copyright Basically Games LLC. Alright, I'm taking you to the board right here. We're going to see if you actually made an LLC for Baldi's Basics, and I know how to find it too. So I imagine you're going to base your LLC where you live, in Virginia. In front of me, I have the Virginian Secretary of State website, where, with one autistic flick of the wrist, I have every LLC in this state at my fingertips. Time to take you to the chopping block here. Basically Games. Oh, no shit. No shit. Wow. Okay. You got me. I put you in the corner, and you swung your way out. You made an LLC for Baldi's Basics. Okay. I'll back off. You win on that front. You got me there. So that really raises the question for me. If you are now a corporation, why didn't you say that? I remember seeing the name Basically Games a couple times in the video. If I was a corporation for game design, I'd be shouting it from the heavens. That'd be something I'd be so proud of. Let me see here. Good things. Very honest. Very level-headed. You've managed to win my trust over a couple of these things that you've promised by actually setting up a corporation for yourself. Bad things. Very iffy about the descriptions. Very iffy at the lack of detail into some of the brand new features. I'd like to see more of it. That's really the problem. It's some of these situations like this where I'd rather be proven wrong. I am hard on this industry because it's worth it. Horror games are too valuable to be seen as just mediocrity. I just realized there was like zero gaming in this Cringe Gaming. We gotta do something. We gotta fix that right now. Yeah. I changed my mind. Don't make the game.
Congratulations, you finished the Cringe Gaming.